Hello everyone, welcome back to Neils. I want to thank everyone who's been stopping by, for subscribing, for watching, for liking, sharing, commenting, all that beautiful YouTube stuff. Today we're going to be getting into Falcon and Winter Soldier Episode 1. But before we do, I want to congratulate again Humberto Pabon for being the first giveaway winner here on Tully Television. And if you missed it, the next subscriber goal is 75 subscribers, and we'll be picking two winners, uh, each getting a $20 Visa gift card. So the only way to be involved in that is to be a subscriber to Tully Television, and once we hit 75 and greater subscriber count, that's when I'll be doing the giveaway for that. Two winners on that one. But let's get into Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, originally was going to be doing this review with Jordan, but the night he came by, then the night that I announced the winner, he came by to watch the episode, and the night wound up getting away from us, so we weren't able to record our views together. But he'll be coming back in a couple weeks, so maybe around episode 3. Episode 4 is when we'll see Jordan back uh, doing reviews for the channel. We start off with Sam getting ready for some some sort of occasion, because he's like ironing his shirt, his military stuff, his military uniform. He's part of the Air Force, and the words of Old Man Cap are ringing through his ears about the shield being his. Sam not feeling like it is, and you could tell Sam is very worried about what this entails as far as being Captain America, and his views on what that means in his life, and what it means to other people. We do also, this is a very action-packed show so far compared to the first episode of WandaVision. This is already action-packed. We do also have Batroc is back, and he took a soldier hostage for some sort of reason, and it's up to Sam to try to capture him back and save him before they go into Libya airspace, to where any U.S. craft can be shot down because of the relationship between the Libyan and American governments. Now, the effects looked really great. The flight looked really great. The stunts were awesome. Batroc the Leaper is played by George St. Pierre, who is an MMA fighter. I'm not sure if he's still an active fighter. I knew, though, he was when I was kind of into MMA a few years back. But yeah, I'm not sure if he's an active fighter now, but he certainly has played this part well. He initially showed up in the Captain America movie. I want to say Winter Soldier. The one where they, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Winter Soldier. Where they discover where Hydra is basically running S.H.I.E.L.D. And then Sam has like a point guy through the military that will help. He's like his eyes and ears guy on the ground, giving him information through the headsets and stuff like that. I made mention how um, they should make a game out of uh, that initial flight sequence he had. If you're able to get some sort of a virtual reality set that's really intricate, you could have that type of stuff in an arcade like a Dave and Buster's, and maybe you'd have to charge like a 50 or a hundo spot, and yes, that's a nice little cha-ching cheddar to try to do a VR set, but you would have to set it up where you get a nice amount of time, and to feel like you're flying like Sam Wilson. I think people would be willing to spend a 50 or a 100 spot if you can do that for about 20 minutes, or like 10-15 minutes of just flying around. I think people would be willing to spend a little bit of money to get that excitement that I got from watching that flight sequence in the beginning. Um, then we hook up. So basically, Sam saves the guy from Batroc, and Batroc survives. A lot of killing, a lot of the killing goes on, and Sam says and Sam is cussing. Sam is cussing. He says the ass word, and then he says the shit word. No! They kissed and made love. Yeah, Sam's a little more mature in this, I guess. To the degree of, you kind of like talking like how you would in a normal life. Like at one point in the flight sequence in the beginning, he goes like, "Red Wing, get them off our ass," and it's just funny to hear that because you would kind of say something like that to your little machine to get the helicopter off of you from behind. But we pick up with Bucky Barnes in therapy, okay, and we before we wake up, he wakes up from a nightmare. So she is trying to get him to talk because she's like, the government's worried about you going, and then she goes, like nuts. They're worried about the arm, and you get nuts. So, you gotta talk to me. I'm pretty much the only one that's really willing to sit here and talk to you. You're 100 years old, and you've been fighting and this and that. You need to figure out what it is you want, because you've been, for the last 90 whatever 100 years, you've been doing these crazy things, and you need to get a new life. And part of his thing that he wants to do, or has been getting told to do, is he has this little book, the same way that Captain America had a little notebook about the cool things he missed, and he'd write it down like Nirvana or this and that, which, by the way, Steve Rogers' Nirvana was in his book. Sam has a book about the people he wants to make amends to, and he's talking about this one Hydra agent who is in the government now, who he was able to get into power, and she's still corrupt, and he was able to fulfill the 3 rules to making his amends, and he wound up getting her arrested for her ways. Let's see. Nothing illegal. That's the first rule. Second rule is nobody gets hurt. And the third rule, he has to kind of say something along the lines of, I was the Winter Soldier, I'm Bucky Barnes now, and something along the lines of, I'm trying to make amends for my path, and I'm sorry. And then he gives this like awkward smile, like, bye. And then he just takes off. So he winds up getting lunch with this old man this old Asian man, and the old Asian man is talking about like missing his son, and you have to, like it's weird seeing both of them talk because they're both from the same generation. Uh, these two old men eating lunch at this Asian restaurant, and the old Asian man, kind of sets Bucky up on a date with this bartender or like a hostess that's there, and so he winds up coming back later on that night to have a little date with her, which was interesting because it's something he wouldn't have initially thought to do, but he's trying to integrate himself back into life. Then we pick up with Sam going to Delacroix, Louisiana, and to visit his sister Sarah, who is played by. Now, I'm sorry if I'm going to butcher this name. Adepero Adue. Adepero is her first name. Oduye. She plays Sarah Wilson, Sam's sister, and she's been running the family business of the fishing boat since the father wanted Sam to go to the Air Force. The daughter overtook the family business, and with Sam gone the last 5 years, she's been having a difficult time running the business, and then having two sons, and then being a widower and stuff. And so Sam tries to help with doing a loan. He kind of gets her hopes up a little bit, and they go to this bank, and the bank guy is like, "Oh yeah, you're the Falcon. Oh, that's great and everything." And so like Sam was like, "Yeah, it's great. Like, saving the world. Just like, I'm trying to save my family's business over here. You know what I mean? So let's try to figure something out here so my sister can do this fishing thing still. You know what I mean?" And because it's been around, the family business has been around since they were children. It's been this pillar in Delacroix, Louisiana. She's got two sons that she's probably wanting to, you can feasibly pass that on to the two sons, this business. And Sam, she wants to sell it off, and Sam isn't trying to hear it. But she gave him some good points, like, I've been here the last 5 years doing it my own, as you're off playing, saving the world from Captain Alien Pants or whatever, and it's great that you're doing that, thank you, but as you were doing, I had these smaller problems, these more major problems, in a sense, everyday problems, so it's kind of, you can't just come in here and think that it's you time when I've been doing this every day. Which I understand, she's been doing it every day, facing it. So they go to the bank, they get denied the loan, and it's like, it really is kind of a racial thing. Not even kind of, it is a racial thing on why he didn't get. Like, Sam Wilson is an Avenger. Sam Wilson saved the world. You telling me that you can't lend him however it was much to consolidate his loans, especially with the promises of government contracts in the future. A very, very poor handling of some of the members of our community still happen today, unfortunately, and we got to see it in full effect that no matter how much you try to do your best, you're always going to get people to look at you a certain way, and that's a shame. Then the sister's mad, and Sam is still trying to instill hope into her. So we'll see how that goes. Then we go to Sam's contact that he shares information with, because they were talking early in the episode about this Flag Smasher group who wants things to go back to the way they were during the blip, that things were better. They want like a government of no borders, and they're going to seem to be working towards that goal. There was some sort of robbery that they committed, and these flag smasher people are definitely heightened or enhanced people because it looked like they were trying to rob a bank. And this guy was kind of, he jumped from this window after throwing these two big bags of, I'm going to assume, money. Now, the big duffel bags with the money are heavy as crap, and he was kind of like carrying them both like they were diaper bags. And then these two other flag smasher members come and grab the money from him in the confusion. They had a bunch of people go there like it was some sort of flash mob project. Everyone meets together and they do these silly things. That's what most people there were thinking that maybe was going to happen, or definitely not to the level of what it was, put it that way. But I don't know. We don't know much about how the flag smashers are using social media in their favor. We just know that it is working in their favor because it caused chaos. Sam's contact got beat up pretty bad by the supposed leader of the flag smashers. But we shall see if he is the leader. We also see the lady that's going to be part of the flag smashers too, but she only had the mask on. We didn't really see her face in this regards either. They successfully committed the robbery of, again, I'm assuming money. We also find out during the bank loan interview that Sarah's husband, Sam's sister Sarah, her husband died, but they don't really say of what. Yeah, so Sam's contact tells him about the heist, shows him video footage, and then as him and the contact are talking, the sister comes in and interrupts him, and she puts on a news conference, and the government's talking about in these times the need and this and that, we need a new symbol of hope, and they introduce the new Captain America, and it's the actor is Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell's son, so the first father and son duo in MCU. Wyatt Russell, I'm sure, is a fine actor. I can't really recall anything he's been in right off the hand, but not a big fan of how he looks in the costume. A lot of people say he looks like the old man from Up in the costume, and he does. I'm just not a good fit on him. I don't know if that's just done purposely to kind of really make you know that this is not a Captain America you want. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of how the cowl looks on him. Again, I'm not sure if that's done on purpose to kind of really show you that this is not the Captain America you want to be rooting for. He has a gun on his hip. Captain America, yes, has used a gun, but it's not something he normally tries to use or keep available on him. So that's another big thing. And you kind of see Sam disappointed because, he did what he thought was right by handing the shield over and having it in the Smithsonian, and Rhodey in the beginning of the episode was asking him, like, when he did hand it over, the same government official that announced Captain America said to Falcon, "You did the right thing by turning in the shield and stuff, and you did what you should have did." And Rhodey, War Machine, was like, "Why didn't you want to be Captain America? Like, bro, like, come on." And Sam was like, "I just didn't feel like it was right." But I think now that if he knew they were going to choose a new Captain America, he would have rathered it had been him anyway. And at least he could have been in charge of how it could have went down. Put it that way. So he looks very peeved, to say the least, about this. And we got 5 episodes left, very action packed. I can't wait to see how the second episode plays out. No Baron Zemo yet. No Sharon Carter. Yeah, Sharon Carter? Sharon Carter, yeah. Yeah, no Sharon Carter yet. Um, so we see, well, and Bucky and Winter Soldier haven't really gotten together yet for the mission, but with only 5 more episodes, I'm figuring they're gonna get together in episode 2. So that's my review. That's I see this show getting way better, uh, and it's only got one way to go from here. It's an excellent episode. It's action packed, and I feel like the action is just going to get crazier. Um, but we'll see. Thanks again for stopping by, making sure you subscribe, guys, because the giveaways won't stop. The giveaways won't stop. The growth won't stop. But yeah, guys. Until next time. Peace, Snickums.